Say, man, y'all welcome back to another video here on No Sugar Coat Podcast. It's your boy, Sid the Great, and my co-host, True Raw in the building. And we back doing this all over again, man. It's been a long time since we've been in the studio doing something, right?
Most definitely,
Come on, man. Let's go ahead and introduce something else in the room, the elephant in the room, like you said, right?
Man, we got a new environment.
Oh, a very new environment, man. It's something very different, man. I think y'all gonna like the vibe, though. Think y'all gonna like the vibe? How you feeling about the vibe? You like it?
It's definitely new.
It's definitely new.
It's definitely
Something
new.
you can get used to.
I see some faces.
What faces you see?
I see some familiar faces.
Some very important faces, right?
I see Nipsey, and I
Okay.
see the hustle.
Come on, man.
Come on now.
All day long.
I see
all
the
day
Bob
long.
and I see the Marley.
Come on, man. Come on, man. But it feels good to be back in the space again. What's been a month and a half?
Definitely, it's been a
A
minute.
month and a
It's
half.
been a
Life
good
been
minute.
taking over. Things been going on. I'm tired. I'm tired as hell, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Man, I just got back from a trip in L.A.
Okay. All
So,
right. I ain't doing all of that, but you know what I'm saying?
So I mean, I'm sorry that the Nipsey, bruh, too perfect.
I fuck with it. I fuck with it. Look, man, y'all, welcome back to another video here on No Sugar Coat Podcast. It's been a long time in the making. Trying to find a new studio. The last studio kind of like just fell apart, man. You know what I'm saying? But
Things happen.
things happen for a reason. I think we find even better space here. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm glad. I was just scrolling through one. I think my girl sent it to me. One of the girls. I think somebody sent it to me, and I was like, "Oh, I gotta check it out." So I started chopping it up and talking, and I was like, "All right, bet we can do something with this. I like this vibe." But hey, before we get started on anything, I want to give y'all a little bit of the background. You know what we always say in every video. I want to give all praise now to God because He's the reason why we're here today. Can I get an amen?
Oh, we getting that amen.
Come on.
We gotta give
man.
him the amen.
Each and every time. But today's topic, Roy, man, I don't know how you come up with these topics or what you're doing, but when you come up with them, you be having me thinking, man. But we talking about wants and needs. What's more important? Where you get that from? Where that come from?
Well, I mean, honestly, I just been thinking about. I've been seeing about what's been going on with the whole dating situations, and I've been seeing what's been going on with the Cheesecake Factory lately, and now everybody and their mama, men and women, they making lists about, don't date this kind of woman, don't date this kind of man, don't do this and that, and it's just like, well, hold on, what about the basics? You know, whatever happened to actually valuing what a man brings to the table on the inside rather than just the outs? Like, I mean, as far as cars, money, jewelry, clothes, accessories, all that stuff, home, like, why are we not looking at a man's character?
But hold on. Well, what we talk about, we can't forget what a woman brings to the table as well. Right?
Oh yeah, women nurturing,
Okay.
love, affection, the box,
Do sweet water and guts is what you
the
got.
sweet watery guts, the ability to create families, the
Okay.
ability to
Okay.
the ability to take what a man has and take his legacy to the next generation. Honor. All these things a woman can bring. The right woman can take what a man has and multiply it. That's the power of a woman. The right woman.
So we was talking previously, and you mentioned that a lot of women don't go for the man that they need. They go for the man that they want.
Of course.
Why do you feel that way?
Well, honestly, it just kind of depends upon the woman. Because some women go for the men that they need, some women go for the men that they want. But the question is, what do you value? What do you value? What is more important to you? Is the superficial more important, or is the character, the inside? Because a lot of people get too lost in the outside. You know, it's like, oh, well, he has great character. He has everything that I need in a man, except he's not 6 foot tall. He's only about 5'6".
Yeah.
Or, yeah, he does everything that I need him to do. He takes care of all the bills, but you know what I'm saying? You know, his dig and stick ain't hitting it right. You know, it's like, at a certain degree, what do you value more than the other? And see, what I feel and what I know is that a lot of women will turn down a lot of good men because they don't have the attributes that they want, knowing that they have the attributes that they need.
You think men can do the same thing with women, though?
Absolutely. We most definitely can.
You think we do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, of course we do it.
There's something wrong with the dating community, right?
Most definitely.
we do.
The
How
problem
we
is we
date.
have too many options. We have the conundrum of choice. So if somebody fails in one attribute, we kick them to the curb, on to the next.
Because we have too much access.
We got too much access. Back in the day, you had to pick from your own community for the most part. Nowadays, you can get on a dating app. You can get on Tinder. You can get on Plenty of Fish. You can get on OkCupid, whatever. Meet Me. All of these apps. You got all these apps, right?
Right.
So there's so much access, and you can put yourself in any town. Like I got experience with this. I can be in one city, set up, meet up with a female in a whole nother city. No one be like, hey, I'm in Oklahoma. I'm gonna be in Pennsylvania in a few days. And then next thing you know, now getting boots. That's just the way that the dating community is now.
I mean, that. What do you think contributed to that? Other than the apps, do you think we've built in an environment where it's so important to be with somebody, to have, you know what I'm saying, to be in a relationship? That's what people look for.
Well, I think a lot of people get their minds wrapped around the prestige of being in a relationship. They get wrapped around being they get wrapped around the idea of a relationship, but not what a relationship actually is. They're good with
image.
the title,
the
image, but they're not about the work. Everybody wants the job title, but nobody wants the position. That's what it is.
I do the work to get the position.
They don't even want to do the work.
They don't even want to do the work.
They don't even want to do the work.
Man,
a lot of them feel entitled to that. Hey, I was entitled to that promotion. You know what I'm talking about.
Because all the work I did or did not do. You right.
Did or did not.
You right. No cap. You right. Hey, you speaking true facts. I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. I like that. I like that. Just, do you think it's, other than the dating pool, we can't just blame the environment we're in, because we know right from wrong, right?
Of course.
Sports, you're supposed to learn from the mistakes.
We know what you're supposed to pick and what you're not
supposed to. You know what you're supposed
to
to pick and what you're not supposed to pick. You know what's good and you know what's bad, but sometimes you still decide to do the wrong thing.
Of course.
We all do it, right?
It happens.
Do you think that's something that could stem from maybe like a childhood trauma type of ordeal, or what they seen their mom and dad go through?
I
or
think
the
people
past
like
life?
a challenge.
People are the challenge.
People like a challenge.
The challenge.
People want to be able to say, "Hey, I made something happen that's not normal. I made something happen that's not normal." Everybody wants to be able to conquer. We're not conquerors like we used to be back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna give you an example. I love playing video games, right?
Right.
But what I realized is I hate playing video games with cheat codes. Because there's no honor in it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
respect.
I need my achievements.
That's respect.
I need that.
That's respect. No, I respect. And somebody else can get to where you got just by cheating the whole process.
Yeah, I mean, I want to feel like I accomplished something, just like anybody else. Just like you. You want to feel like you accomplished something. Hey, what's the good in a handout?
You don't appreciate it as much.
You don't.
Nah. You can give the world, and what's she gonna do? Shit on it. I did it before.
I know you can smell it.
Oh.
Boy, that's what they doing. That's what they doing.
I promise you, I've definitely did that before. Gave somebody the world. I think I was the man that she know she needed, but she didn't want me because I wasn't able to meet all her desires.
That happens.
Right? And then a portion of me probably in the beginning put on, not a show, but I probably said some things or did some actions I shouldn't have that made her insinuate that I wanted more than what it was. Right? I think it got misconstrued and some miscommunication happened. But you're not wrong about the example that you're giving to people, because I was definitely, and I think I believe that I am the man that a lot of women need, but I'm not the man they want. I don't fit that box, that criteria that they have created in this society that they can only create. Because be damn if we create some criteria.
Well, it also depends upon the woman.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And see, the thing is, when it comes to wants and needs, this goes beyond just woman. I mean, like, think about it like this. Mm-hmm. Do you want or do you need a convertible?
You want.
See, because here's the thing, like my family, my folks, we just took a trip, right?
Right.
And I ordered a Mustang.
Right.
Okay, but I didn't need a Mustang. I wanted a Mustang.
You wanted.
My parents, they had a separate car.
Right.
But I had me a Mustang.
You wanted what you wanted.
I wanted what I wanted.
I
didn't need
prime
it.
example. I didn't need 2 cars.
You don't need it.
I don't need it, but I want it.
You want it.
I want it. I feel like I'm doing what I'm doing each and every day, working as hard as I'm working. I deserve something, and that was a gift to me because I don't give myself a lot all the time.
But see, here's the thing. The money that you were able to put in to have those 2 cars reflects that you deserve it.
Mm. Mm.
See, some people think they deserve something just because
deserve
they want it.
Because they want it.
Just because they want it or just because they need it.
100.
You know what I'm saying? We all need to eat,
All of us.
but we can't all DoorDash.
No.
Come on now. I ain't never
Nah,
DoorDash
that's
a day in my life.
Hold on. Wait. Oh, calm down. You ain't never did it once?
No, I've never seen the need.
You ain't never been lazy where you don't feel like moving? Nah, quit you capping.
Lazy.
You capping. Ain't that man, quit
Nah,
knock
nah,
it off.
nah.
You studying for the camera.
No,
Knock it
I'm
off.
not. I'm not stunting for real.
You
I
once?
I don't even use Uber Eats.
Look, I ain't rich.
I mean, I use Uber.
I ain't
use
rich in nothing. Don't get me wrong. If it wasn't for Capital One, my credit card company, they pay for Uber One for I think it's 6 months to a year. They paying for it, so I get extra discounts and I get 50% off meals and stuff like that. I done used it a couple times. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna care. I mean, I don't need to. I can go get in one of my cars and go, but sometimes you just don't feel like. I worked 15 hours the other day. I maybe didn't feel like moving when I got home.
My thing is,
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like you should work. You should work for your food
Okay.
because I
All
mean,
right.
like I'm just gonna keep it stuck with.
I'm not saying I disagree. I just experienced it too. I'm not saying I disagree.
I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. Like my thing is, I've been on a weight loss journey. You know, so,
Right.
So my thing is, if I'm too lazy to go get the food, I don't deserve that food.
Ooh, okay. Let me put it
Like
to
I
you
be
like
looking at
this.
myself like, you fat son of a, you really gonna you really gonna try to order that food?
So my
Like, you
manager,
at least walk.
My manager at my job, he got a different viewpoint of looking at it. He says I value my time, and the time it takes for me to go get food, wait in line, go there, whatever the case, and get back. That's something that I can't get back. So if I can cut that time out, or cut that experience out, I'd rather do that to spend more time with my family or whatever. I just thought it was cool. I ain't never heard of that before, man.
That is true, but the question is, do you think everybody's time is that level of valuable?
But don't you make your own level for your time? Like how valuable it is? Do you not?
I mean, everybody's time is valuable to themselves, but
exactly.
you can quantify still. Because
Yeah.
you gotta think about it like this. Some dudes pay for box, right?
Right.
And the reason why they pay for box is because the time it takes to pay for the box is a lot cheaper, you know, than if they were to try to court somebody or try to date somebody on the fly. Because you got to think about it like this: to go meet a woman, take the time it is to go out on a date, right? Whereas you just meet up, pay, do the minutes, and dip. Because you got to think about it like this: if you're a really, really rich dude, right?
Right.
If you're a rich guy and you're making a lot of money and your time is worth like $100 an hour,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
You trying to spend time dating somebody might take too long for you. Now, that's not to say that it's right, but that's how some men go about it.
See, but it depends.
It does.
It depends on who you involve yourself with and what kind of woman you with. Because I'm be honest, not to boast and brag. I've got a couple that I ain't spent no money,
Yeah,
and if I have, it's been very minimal. And I still,
don't we all?
you know what I'm saying? So that ain't always the case.
It's not always. Well, I'm talking about a specific type of dude.
See, yeah, simp.
Not
Sorry,
necessarily.
I'm not paying.
Not
I'm not paying.
necessarily.
I'm not.
Well, we all
cash
pay
in
for
hand,
it to some.
but not,
to some
no, listen, I'm not cash in hand paying for it. How about that? I'm not.
What's the
doing that.
difference?
Not
You
what?
taking somebody on a date?
What?
You take somebody on five, bro. Females is out here doing foodie calls, man. Now imagine you. Okay, so let me explain something to you. If a dude is paying for it directly and getting it, okay, and he's a simp, so you're gonna lump him in the same category as the dude for the foodie call? I don't see how those two equate. Cause at least he getting it. They came to an understanding. She could have just took his money and run. He still got it. Yeah. Just cause he gives her the money doesn't mean she got to give it up. I'm just saying. Let's keep it a stack. Thank you. Exactly.
Damn. Oh, okay. I mean, you got a
don't
point.
get me wrong.
You got a
Tricking is
point.
tricking. Okay, there's a difference between tricking and simping.
Yeah,
There's
but
a
I
difference.
just
Tricking is one thing. Simping is another.
I can't just put money in hand. I can't do it.
I mean, that's not for everybody.
Can't do it.
That's for a certain caliber of person.
Nah. 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 You probably experienced that before.
I don't know about that one.
And you talking about it like you experienced it. Let's be
Well-
real.
well,
there's no sugarcoat, ain't it?
Well, here's the thing. I've heard a lot of conversations with people. I've heard a lot of experiences. I've heard a lot of stories from over the road. And boy,
So you ain't never indulged in the experiences.
I ain't got to do all that.
You never had no what they call them. What they call them? The girls that sit in the truck.
Oh, you talking about a lot lizard?
Lot lizard. You say-
Okay, so this is the craziest thing,
you ain't
though.
never-
This is the craziest thing about lot
Yeah.
lizards, though. I go around all across the country, right?
Uh-huh.
I've only been approached by a lot lizard twice, right?
What?
I've only been approached by a lot lizard twice, and both times it was in this city.
This?
Both times.
What?
It was in this area. That's the crazy part.
Dallas?
Dallas
Well,
and
Fort
Fort
Worth,
Worth.
Dallas, Fort Worth.
Dallas, Fort Worth.
What?
Shawty came and said, "Would you like some company?" No, your breath stinks. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And the sad part was my girl on the phone. When she asked me the question. I said, "Oh,
So if her breath didn't stink?
Her breath did stink.
If it didn't?
if it did stink,
Look,
if it didn't
if
stink,
it didn't,
no, I just told her that so she can go away. I couldn't smell her breath. I barely had the windshield cracked.
so do you think we want or need the box?
Do we want the box or do we need the box? Both. We want it and we need it.
Why we need it?
It's one of the two biggest reasons of why we do everything we do. We survive, we procreate. Procreating means the box, which means cream pies. So now, Lil Debbie, if you are listening, I'm going to need you to sponsor this video, please.
It's the second time you done said this shit. Okay, why do we that I asked you need or want. Which one I asked you? Look, you know.
Oatmeal cream pie or
No,
cream pie?
I'm not talking about that, bro. God damn. I said, so why do you think we want it? Why is that then?
Why do we want it?
Why do we want it?
Because it feels good. It's sensational.
You want one tonight, man.
I'm just saying. I'm just gonna call it what it is. It's sensational.
It's this sensational.
Sensational. Sensational.
Man, do you think it'll ever get to the point to where us as individuals, I'm not gonna single out men and women, us as individuals will get to the point to where we know what we need and we care about that more than what we want?
No, because we have a very greedy society.
You don't. So you really don't think that's possible? Like really? Let's be honest.
Not in mass. I think we live in a very consumer society. I mean, I just came back from LA. I saw a G-Wagon every 5 minutes. You know how much they cost. They don't need that. They want that. I'm just saying.
So like you asked me, you said, what did you say? You said, do you want money? Do you want to? What did you ask me? You said, do I want to keep up with the Joneses, or do you want to? How did you put that?
Man, I don't even remember. But that is a good question. Do you want to keep up with the Joneses, or do you need to handle your business?
Can you not do both? Not saying I keep up with the Joneses, but if you got it, right?
If you doing what you're supposed to do, you shouldn't even be worried about Jones.
Okay.
You shouldn't be worried about Jones. You shouldn't be worried about Franklin. You shouldn't be worried about CJ. You shouldn't be worried about Michael or Trevor. And you shouldn't be worried about Los Santos. Shouldn't be worried about none of that.
God, bro, I don't know what I'm gonna do with your ass. I don't know what I'm gonna do with you. Look, man, okay. Let me see. Why?
Why is everybody so greedy? Why does everybody want what they
I mean,
want?
because, but I think that stems a little deeper because some people are used to getting what they want and not having to work for it. A lot of individuals are. So in result, what that does in the long run is you
You create expectations.
big expectations. And when that individual doesn't get what they want because they've always used to it, they don't know how to handle it.
Yeah,
Right.
we have a name for those people. They're called Karens.
No, not. I mean, yeah. In retrospect, yeah. Okay, they call it Karens. You're right. But I just once you used to getting something so much, as soon as you don't get it, you don't know how to. You don't know how to.
You don't know how to maneuver
You don't know how to maneuver.
because you got a button that's worked all your life, and then that button starts working, and you've been so used to. See, it goes back to the cheat codes. Remember what I said about the cheat codes?
What you said about the cheat
You're
codes.
so
yeah.
used to playing the game with cheat codes that when you in a competition and then you figure out, oh, I can't use X, left, right, up, down, trigger, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? I can't use that. So now you got to actually use the skills that you never developed. So now
Do you think?
so now you're putting yourself in a position where you're behind when you should be on par or ahead. You're
Who's at fault? You yourself?
That's-
Your parents at fault? I mean, because it comes to a certain extent where you do have to blame yourself, right? You're a grown person.
course
You're
you
an
gotta blame
individual. You know
yourself.
right from wrong. But do you think the parents played a big factor into that?
Yes, but at the same time, it's on the individual to take the easy rate out.
But if they used to it, in one of the videos we haven't posted yet, she was used to taking the easy way out. That's how she won. You see what I'm saying?
Well,
Based off her experiences in life, that was the best way to do things. So, is that really the only way to quantify?
it's not the only way, but to a certain extent, I believe that you should have a code.
Okay.
Now the code has to come from somewhere. The question is, who does it come from? It comes from who influences you, who's around you. It comes from your social circle, your environment, your culture. That's where it comes from. And whether that starts at home or at school or with your friends, it starts from somewhere. The people around you shape who you are.
You're a product of your environment. I've said this all the time. You are a product of your environment.
Exactly.
Valid.
That's what it is.
Valid. Man. Okay. All right. See, man, guys, whatever we talk about, we might brainstorm a little bit, but usually anything that we talk about right here just come out naturally.
It's all natural.
It's all natural. I mean, literally no sugarcoat. We talked about it briefly, like what we talking about today, what we doing, blah, blah, blah. But details, like what we just put out here on this seat, I don't want to go over none of that. But I think that was a good topic to bring the new studio space in, right? That was a good one. I'm feeling good about that topic. I think that's going to smooth them in real nice. Ease them in there. You feel what I'm saying?
Ease them in there like a new BBL.
I can't fucking play with you, bro. I can't.
I kept trying to get it out. I was like,
Be serious. You just kept trying to get it out.
I'm trying to get that out.
Look, man.
I was going to pull a sly joke, man.
You enjoy yourself, man. Was it good?
Man, I like the vibe.
You like the vibe?
The vibe
Do
is
y'all
dope.
like the vibe? Comment if y'all like the vibe, because I'm loving the vibe.
I love it.
And this ain't gonna be the only space we're in. We're gonna switch it up from time to time.
It's gonna be a lot of sauce.
Come on.
It's gonna be a lot of cane sauce.
Plenty. If it wasn't for the sauce, it wouldn't be nothing, to be honest with you. We ain't gonna get into that. Look, I appreciate everybody for coming out today. I appreciate my boy Roy taking the time. He just got off the road. I just got back from that trip, and then he got to get back on the road, and he decided let's spend some time. Let's go record this video. Let's get it done. Let's get it going.
On the road again. Can't wait to get back on the road again.
Why you lying? You don't want to get back on that road again.
Nah,
You
I
ain't got
do.
no choice but
I
to.
do want to get on the road
Because you just spent too much.
because I'm gonna be alone, chilling on my video games, doing my thing,
Living a man's dream.
swagging, dripping
Look.
across state lines. You know
Man, I
why?
appreciate all of y'all for coming out, for watching the video, for vibing with me and my boy. I hope y'all liked it. Leave a comment, subscribe.
Hold on,
Like
I
it.
need you to hold that up.
Go ahead.
Hold that
Hold
up.
it up. Go
You
ahead.
see this?
Yeah.
This is a cup, no sugar coat with his face on it. Y'all already know what it is. Go ahead, buy the merch. You know why? Because you want it and you need it. Yeah, boy.
Hey, man, I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all on the next video.